This is my 1996 Dyno NSX. I did a 3-speed hub conversion on this. It's a internal 3-speed hub made by Shimano. It's like just before 1970 era, out of a Vagabond Pathfinder ladies bike. Pretty neat little hub. It's a user-friendly deal. It has this, when you look in the keyhole here, it's got a mark there where you're supposed to have it, the cable adjusted out for second gear, and as long as you got that neutral mark in second gear in the keyhole slot there, your shifting is pretty much flawless. One thing that is kind of neat about these 3-speed hubs, or is kind of odd, is they actually shift a little differently than your conventional derailleur system. Your conventional derailleur system requires you to continue pedaling while shifting gears, and in these hubs, when you try to do that, it won't engage to the next gear until you stop pedaling momentarily, allowing that gear to slide over to the other gear, and then restart pedaling, and it engages then in that gear. And it downshifts the same way. Even though it's an old school hub, I'm running a modern Shimano SIS thumb shifter on here. This is actually intended for the left-hand use on a mountain bike, which is why it's kind of facing away from the rider. But it still works fine. I like its simple design and its little, clear window there for the indicator. You'll also notice it's an inverted lever. Happened to have this one laying around, and it was a nice long size, so it's real comfortable. Nice smooth brake operation, which is another little custom thing I had done here. When adding the 3-speed hub, it was required that I have some type of cable hanger. I could have incorporated a cable hanger that would have worked with a bracket by the axle there, but I wanted to have something a little more elaborate, kind of to set this off a little bit, and I wanted to upgrade the brake system. So it was a 2-in-1 deal. I cut this brake bridge here off of a department store mountain bike, and then I shaped it to fit the contours of the frame here. I just put some tape over the frame rails and put the plate on there and traced it on the plate with a marker and shaved away until it fit right, and then peeled the painter's tape off of the frame, and voila, we had a perfect fit. I added these cable hangers from a mountain bike donor frame, and I put one on each side so that this plate could be ran inverted on the underside. I'm not doing so now because you would have to downsize the chain drivetrain to do so. Not that that couldn't be done, it's just it would take a few more steps. Front sprocket, back sprocket. And I also believe that this, being a Shimano manufactured hub, should also take the Shimano MX coaster cogs with the larger hole and the little 3-prong diameter. It's the same pattern. I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to confirm that. Yeah, back to the brakes. I made the brake plate, and then I also extended these brake arms. I just took some kind of low buck steel, they're in department store brake arms. I cut the 2 of them in half. I cut the one on the bottom, I cut the other one on the top, and then I took both long parts and put them together. I welded them. I made a little jig that I put them in to hold the brake pad slots straight, and then I welded them back together and smoothed them out and powder coated them white, and there you have it. And they work great. I also made the noodle hanger bolt-on instead of rivet-on, so that I could flip-flop the side to have the cable routing all down the same side of the frame for a nice cleaner appearance. These pads are also something that I made. I sewed them myself. Repainted the bars and fork. The chrome was peeling badly on them, so I had to do something. So I painted them this light aluminum color. They look good. I also powder coated this front hub here. which has a nice nice large diameter cylinder body there that kind of carries the look of the back hub. Alloy kind of like 7X style rim hoops, but they're knockoffs. They have a silver anodized finish. It turned out to be a pretty good little rig. Thanks for having a look.